Hello everyone, welcome back to the Keep Productive YouTube channel. It is Francesco here, and in today's feature we're going to be focusing in on 5 productivity courses to try out. Now, as you can imagine, there are tons of courses out there. I've distilled my favorite 5 that are out there so that you guys can go away, maybe take advantage of some of the time that you currently have. Now, these will range from time management to better use of your note takers, all the way over to habit tracking. So without further ado, folks, let's dive into today's video. Okie dokie, so as you can imagine, they are all very different courses. So although I will do them in order, there's no particular order. I want to just state that because they're all very different in their own way. Now, the first one is one called Focus Course, and it's produced by Shawn Blanc, who is one of the creators at Sweet Setup. Now, I actually first discovered this course probably about 6 months ago now, and as you can imagine, I think it was in a period of time when I was trying to get a bit more clarity and focus, naturally with the baby coming up, and also with a new chapter in Keep Productive. And what I decided to do, decided to get the course and start rolling into it. Now, what I would say is the course demands a little bit of focus in itself. It is a 40-day course, so for example, you can go in every single day and do one of the exercises or lessons. And what's nice is you get a workbook with each of the lessons. And the lessons themselves aren't necessarily easy. They do demand you to sit down and have a thorough think about different aspects. So I've done about 60% of the course so far, and I'm actually going to be going and trailing back to just before the second section. The main reason behind that is because I want to redo some of my answers, especially with the environment changing recently. But the concept is really to help you reset on what your goals and focuses should be, and helping you to almost like draw out what is important in your life. So far, I would probably give this course about a 4 out of 5 rating. I'm enjoying the lessons, and I'm actually taking in a lot of the learnings that they share, and also they share some great resources inside the lessons. One of the things that I was worried about when getting it was the pricing was quite high. I think I paid the outright fee, which was about $397, but you can break it down into monthly pricing as well. So the fee is quite high, but in all fairness, there are well over 40 lessons, which is quite good. And if you delay this, for example, day by day, and utilize a journal, then I think you will have a better outcome. I actually started doing this, the majority of the exercises, in my Baron Fig notebook, and as you can imagine, over time it became quite full. So when I redo some of the sections from section 2, I will be doing them with the Remarkable tablet. So the Focus Course by Shawn Blanc is a cracking one, and that is number 1 to kick us off. So the second course is one that I did a fair while ago, probably one of the first ever courses that I took. It was originally on Skillshare, I believe, and it's called Getting Stuff Done Like a Boss. Now, aside from the cheesy title, it is developed and produced by Tiago Forte, who's one of the leading productivity experts out there. As you can imagine, he's done the second brain concept itself, and obviously speaks routinely about how to take effective notes and also manage your systems using really rigid processes. He developed something called the PARA method, which is actually contained inside of this course. What I really liked about Getting Stuff Done in 21 Days is it condenses the GTD and workflow processes into one course that isn't necessarily too overwhelming. It can probably be taken over, say, 3 or 4 days. From my memory, that's what I did. I remember sitting on my mum and dad's bed and just like taking the course and really enjoying it. And what it actually set me up with before university, and this is obviously a different scenario, but it actually set me up with really strong folders. And of course, I just finished reading GTD, so it actually enhanced my learning of GTD, and almost like utilizing the GTD workbook sort of like pushed me into utilizing it further, which helped to strengthen, say, my own productivity today. Now, the other things I liked about the course is that it helps you set up those folders in your note-taking application. And I remember there's some good exercise in it where, for example, you don't just do it with your note-taking system, the PARA method, but you also do it with your Google Drive. Now, I will talk about the Second Brain course later because that's one of these, but it doesn't necessarily go into that much detail, but it does introduce the concepts to you to get the ball rolling. Now, the course right now, I believe is $99. It's definitely worth it. One of the best courses that I have taken in the past. I think in a day I probably spent about $30, which seemed like £99 when I was back in before university. So number 3, folks, is Thomas Frank's Real Productivity course on Skillshare. Now, in this course, he touches on habits and how to create effective goals that are more tangible and more real, and then performing habits as a layer over the top to then achieve those goals. Now, if you don't know, Thomas Frank is a YouTuber. He is someone that talks a lot about productivity, the concepts, and how to take advantage of your time. And I think this is not just perfect for students, but those who are looking to reset the way they think about goals and habits themselves. He talks a lot about external triggers and also how to develop better internal habits so that you can track them and improve on them as time goes on. This one's available on Skillshare. I'll make sure to include a 2-month free premium link if you're new to Skillshare, but you'll find that below. Okay, so number 4 is Tiago Forte's Second Brain course. Now, this is a much bigger course. It is probably that Getting Things Done Like a Boss course, sort of times 5, because not just the price, but the value of the course. It's teaching you a way to actually build an entire second brain inside an application like Evernote, like Google Drive, whatever note-taking application it is, he'll teach you how to go about doing that. Now, the course, as I said, is quite highly priced. It's $999, but you can pay in monthly installments. But it is a really cracking course. And they also put together live cohorts as well to really help push your learning. That's basically mini workshops to help you grow and learn. And I believe that might be available in their package above the standard pricing. Now, I think the Second Brain concept is one that I got to learn fairly early on. I haven't taken this course, but I've heard some fantastic things about it. It always becomes one of the most recommended courses, and a lot of you guys have taken this course as well and found some huge value. And I think what Tiago teaches, and apparently there's 8 modules or 8 modules of the curriculum to follow, and as well as additional interviews and cohorts. But what he teaches is something that will help grow in time. I think things like the power method and also making sure you utilize GTD like Tiago can really stand the test of time. And like, I guess I'm proof to some extent because I learnt it before university and now still apply concepts like this. It's a very long-term benefit. And finally, to wrap things up, this is the final course recommendation, and it's Mike Vardy's course on Skillshare that was in partnership with Todoist. Now, what I like about Mike's course is it's really well produced, but also I like that it focuses on the sort of daily theming concepts and time batching. So obviously, if you're completely new to that concept, it's about basically organizing your days in these sort of batches. So for example, instead of say me filming like on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and a Friday, you would get all of your filming done on one day, and then, for example, do all of your editing on the next day, and say all of your uploading on the Wednesday, so that you're batching a whole concept, so that I don't have to set up the camera on a routine basis. I can just do it once a week instead of doing it 4 times a week, because that is batching it and it will save you time in the long term. He talks about these sort of day theming concepts and how to actually go about applying them, how to plan your week, which is nice, and say how to use tools to actually apply that. Believe he talks through a lot of how you can do that inside of Todoist. So folks, that was some course recommendations for you guys. Let me know if you've taken a productivity course that you thoroughly enjoyed. But as you can imagine, a great place to start sharing some recommendations below. So of course, there's going to be a little bit more time for us. And I think courses can not only teach us fundamental aspects of the way that we can improve our lives, but they're great because they can be done on your own time. That's why I like courses more than, say, live sessions. In my opinion, like, I like just digging into a course, 1 lesson or 2 lessons per day. At the moment, I'm taking a lot of masterclass classes. I didn't want to include them because they're not necessarily creator-led, but they are really valuable. So I'll also include a couple of other courses that I've taken in the past that I think might be useful below. So folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please do subscribe if you are brand new, and do comment below with a course that you have taken. And if you enjoyed this video, like this video, because apparently it helps to other people to find this video here on YouTube. But folks, a big thank you, and I'll talk to you all very soon.